Hey guys, what is up? Mike here. Thanks for tuning in to another video. In this video, I want to talk about good visual UI design and the importance of good visual UI design. Over the last couple of days, I've been thinking a lot about visual UI design. Personally, in particular, I was thinking about what could I do over the next 6 months to improve my value as a designer, and having a stronger portfolio of different projects showcasing a strong visual UI design presence, in my opinion, is something that I believe will draw more attention or draw more attention to me, right? And so when I speak to designers one-on-one that are struggling to land job, the common denominator that I see amongst most of them, pretty much 95% of them, is a lack of strong visual UI design skills. So I'm shooting this video to remind everyone to, in my opinion, the number one skill set that you should be working on, you should be prioritizing and practicing each and every night on getting better at over any other UX design skill under the UX design umbrella is improving your visual UI design. All right, if you want to improve your chances of landing a job, in my opinion, doesn't matter if you don't have a job, if you currently have a job and want to improve your opportunities coming your way and get highly recruited, improving on your visual UI design skills is the number one thing you should prioritize. It's not the only thing, right? But it's the number one thing you should prioritize. After that, then you get a good understanding of the UX design process and methods and principles and things like that. And then below that, probably some soft skills, communication skills, working with engineers, working with others in a workplace environment. That's the order that I would go in, right? Because in the UX design space, depending on who you talk to, some may kind of look down on just good visual UI design skills. They'll say, you're not a UX designer, you're just a visual designer, right? And so a lot of times people go the route of learning what a user persona is and building out user personas, studying about usability studies and testing and what a customer journey and task flows and things like that. Yeah, those things are all important, but those things can be learned, I think, quicker, and in my opinion, not so much a priority than the importance of good visual UI design. All right, good visual UI design goes a long way. In fact, the one thing that comes to mind when I think about good visual UI design, and as designers, when you're putting yourself out in the market, the one thing you're doing, you're trying to sell your value to recruiters and hiring managers. And when I think about good visual UI design, I think about that people buy on emotion, right? People buy on emotion. If you look around you, everything you buy, it's on emotion, design, aesthetics. I buy my car on the look and feel of that car. We flip houses, so when we demolish a house and we rebuild it up, when my wife designs the interior of that house, when she sells it, when she puts it back on the market, people admire the aesthetics of the house, right? They envision its emotion. They envision themselves in that environment. They envision themselves entertaining their family at Thanksgiving or Christmas or what have you, and the beautiful pool and entertaining, parties or whatnot. It's all emotion. And yes, when they buy the house, if the toilet paper roll is in the wrong position in comparison to the toilet seat, that's a bad experience, but it could be adjusted, right? So in general, user experience is an ongoing thing. It's listening to the user, making adjustments, but go back to the first impression. When recruiters are out there and hiring managers are out there and they're looking at portfolios and they're looking at your work, a strong visual UI design presence goes a long way, in my opinion, right? It oohs and ahs and it's eye candy, and it really entices them to reach out to you, in my opinion. Also, personally, just think about this. Personally, if I was a small business, if I was a business owner, right, and I had 5 million, I invested $1 million into this product, and I'm building my team, okay? I'm building my team, and I'm building an app like Coinbase or something like that, right? And I'm looking at Coinbase right now in Dribbble, beautiful app, right? I love the designers that designed that app. If you go to Coinbase right now on Dribbble, you'll see what I'm talking about. But I love that app in general. But let's say I'm investing myself in an app, and I see someone that has experience in human psychology and blah, 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 right? Or I see someone with this amazing portfolio, visual, UI design, aesthetics, examples of SaaS products, software as a service products, beautiful pixel perfect design, deep interactions and things like that. I'm not just talking about like WordPress themes and websites, none of that landing page stuff. I'm talking about applications, good visual UI design. Who do you think I'm going to go for? If somebody's in the market, I'm going after that person that has this strong visual body of work. I'm bringing them in because I assume they know a lot about UX design principles and methods if they are showcasing a beautiful visual UI design presence. In fact, what they don't teach you is that graphic designers, good visual UI designers, they use a lot of these principles to begin with. They critically think through all their work from top to bottom. They sketch out their stuff. They think about what the user is going to do, what the user is going to click on, what page is going to come up next, how to, what things to show, what things to hide, in terms of progressive disclosure, all these types of things that we do as UX designers. It's showcased in good visual UI design work. And in my opinion, overall, visual UI design is something that's very hard to learn. You have to work at it every single day and continue to get better at it. And once you do, it's a real skill set, in my opinion, that separates you from others that don't have that particular skill set, right? And then secondly, UX design methods and principles can be learned very quickly, in my opinion. It could be learned at a workshop over a weekend, all right? That's the difference between the two. That's why I'm just shooting this video as a reminder, and as a reminder to say, hey, listen, if you're trying to get into this field, maybe you've been slacking on your visual UI design, take time every single day to refocus your energy and practicing and improving on your visual UI design skills. There's thousands of designers out there on the market for you to mimic. There's thousands of designers on the market in Dribbble and on the web there for you to kind of mimic from and kind of learn from. Do that every single day. It's what I do, it's what I teach. If you want to learn more about how to improve your visual UI design skills, go to my site, ML UX Academy. You can get started today. On my membership, I have a section that's specific for UI design, improving on your visual UI design skills. It's there. You can get started today for 14 days for free. It's only $19 a month. After that, I'm going to start posting more videos in that section this week around that topic. In fact, I'm thinking about creating a course, a separate course that only, like a very reasonable, affordable course that just deals with the principles of good visual UI design. So hit me up in comments below. Let me know if that's something you would be interested in. I'll keep you posted. But if you want to learn, get started today on things that I teach and how I approach good visual UI design, you can go to my site right now, ML UX Academy, and get started today. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. More to come on this topic, as I think I need to be preaching and putting more stuff out on this when it comes to good visual UI design. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.